Hello everyone and welcome to this week's healing session. We are gonna have a Leo inspired Reiki session today. We're gonna work on 2 planetary transits and kind of prepare us a little bit for this Leo season, especially energetically, because there has been a lot going on. I know for a fact you guys have noticed it too. These intense, crazy energy shifts that are propelling us forward in our timeline, and I feel like the intentions that I set along with astrologically what is going on is going to be benefiting quite a lot for this season. If you really like this format of the video with like the planetary transit and astrology weaved in between the Reiki, I have a part 2 then on my Patreon and on my YouTube membership, so you can check the links down below. Newly added as well, I have the option now to book the one-on-one sessions via the stand store that I opened up. Reason for that is because not everyone has PayPal. There's also now the option for card payments to be there done as well, so that involves all my Reiki sessions as well as my tarot. I also put my products up there as well. They're still going to be on my Patreon shop as well, but I thought it would be good to move them there as well. So everything is linked down below: my Patreon memberships, my YouTube memberships, my products, and then the one-on-one sessions. Although I still have not added to the stand store the PayPal, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But if you are a PayPal paying person, you still have to reach out with the email, but I hope to have this resolved ASAP, most preferably in a week. But let's just say for August, this is it right now. For September, everything is going to be accessible payment wise on my stand store, so thank you so much. Also, I have the window open because it's really humid. I don't live right by the main street, but it still gets kind of like fairly loud, so if it is annoying, please let me know down in the comment section. While editing, I don't always hear like which sounds can be annoying. For some people, cars can be soothing, but not for everyone, so please let me know. Okay, let's get right into the session. Start with the first planet, which is Mercury in Virgo. Gonna use here a labradorite for our first intention. We are in the perfect time right now for reflection. So I want you to look at your life during this season and ask yourself what worked in the first semester and what you would like to change. Maybe you need to make a new plan, maybe you need to change up your routine. It's just like a time to look back and see how things were going. If it still works, perfectly fine. The way it was going, please stick to it. But just take also a little bit of time to realize how far you have come. Write down your goals, things you're proud of. Whatever highlights for you the last 6 months might be something you should write down and look back at from time to time. I want to focus here a little bit more on your head area to bring forward some sort of recognition. Sometimes we gloss over everything we have achieved or done, and we feel like, yeah, well, 6 months have passed with, actually more than that, but looking just at like the semester part, and you feel like, I have not done anything. But then when you start writing it down, you're like, oh, I did this, this. And it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Maybe not for everyone. Maybe for you it was just like one or two things, but still, it is something that happened. Was aligned with your path, and each single individual watching this has a different path. So not to compare yourself, but it's kind of like to self-validate here and be like, look how cool what I did, you know. Maybe you've gotten a lot out of your comfort zone, which was super difficult. I want to take that and expand it out. Make it super easy to recognize everything about yourself, basically. Maybe it's just the way your eyes shine brighter than they did a few months ago, or how you look forward to the next day, when before you thought like everything was really dark and grey and bleak and boring, and now you're kind of like really excited to have every day start new. Continuing with that Mercury energy, I want to swipe away anything that has been blocking you, bothering you, and hindering you from wanting to achieve your goals. So basically now is the perfect time to write down what you want to do for the rest of the year, you know. It can be big achievements, it can be small achievements, but like something to motivate you throughout the last segment of the year. And since the Mercury energy is really like head focused, this is the perfect time as well to do a strategy plan, maybe. Like, how am I going to achieve this? Example, right now, my second biggest achievement for this year, after moving countries, would be getting my driver's license, and I'm like actually in the middle of it right now. So what can you do to support yourself reaching that goal? So for me, it's studying a lot, being comfortable with the topics, being comfortable around driving in general, which is why I use a subliminal as well as visualizing myself driving a lot, so that my brain gets and my body gets used to it. Like little things like that you can plan out and be like, oh, I can take this step and this step. I also kind of want to raise your motivation. Maybe like the first semester has not been that great and kind to you, and you feel unmotivated to even think about goals. So we're just going to be raising that motivation and energy. But I feel like with the energy transits we've been having, just like the last 2 weeks, which have been really heavy, kind of have no other choice. I mean, at least I know for a fact that a lot has been released, and I'm being forced to actually believe things happen and to put my foot forward and be like, no, I'm gonna pull through this. Which, if you're interested in like a timeline shift video, let me know down in the comment section below. I've been playing around with that idea, but let me know if you guys feel that you're in the need of something like that, that you would love to benefit from it. Continuing to ride this Mercury energy with this sodalite. We're going to channel our most productive self, which after this video you're going to be totally anyways. After, I know I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but man, I struggled a lot this beginning of the week with the timeline shift that we had. It made me so unproductive. Usually I record my videos on like Tuesdays to use the benefit of this Mars energy to be hella productive, but I was drained. I was so drained. So, but I feel like now with like this stage of the Leo season that we're entering and Mercury pushing its way through, we're gonna be able to achieve every last minute project that we have been procrastinating on. Kind of bringing it down to the body as well. So we have the full energy flowing through every little corner I can reach. And in a way, I kind of also want to storing it up in the body, so whenever you feel like you are losing any kind of motivation, that it just gets brought forward, kind of like you summoning it up in a way. Then you can take advantage of that burst of motivation and energy to your benefit. The other planet we're focusing on is Venus in Leo in the 5th house, starting off with a rhodonite. We're going to focus here on bring in playtime. I'm going to go down here to your heart chakra. And playtime can be different for everyone. It's just here allowing yourself to feel completely free and have fun without any judgment. Usually this one gets combined with like your inner child, letting your inner child guide you a little bit, depending on if you feel called towards it. You can do that, maybe like do something you really loved as a child. It's just allowing yourself to have fun for a significant amount of time. For example, I scheduled like Saturday for myself, kind of like a play date. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need to do something exciting and a little bit out of my routine to break me out of it. You could, if you're clueless, I suggest asking ChatGPT. Sometimes when I don't know what I should do with my free time, I actually write in that it should give me some ideas regarding maybe going outside or something like that. but try to find something that breaks you kind of like out of character a little bit, out of this adult character that you have right now going on. So you allow your more playful side to come out. The next one is making your life more warm and cozy. This rose quartz, we're just gonna invite that energy into your life. For me, technically that means taking it a little bit slower and more calm, depending what those words sparked in your mind. It could be something different, but I usually associate it with like slow cottagecore like living, romanticizing your life, every single thing, instead of just bustling through life quickly, just taking a little bit more time to appreciate the little things. Kind of focus real quick here on your energy field surrounding your body, in order for you to invite that warm and cozy energy into your life. One last time before we move on to the last intention. See that your work-life balance is improved, and focus here is just calming down your energy, making sure that you know when to disconnect from your work and focus just purely on yourself or other matters at hand. If you're a parent, I know then it's difficult to just focus purely on yourself. You have other responsibilities first. Bringing down any excess energy revolving around stress down into the earth to ground you a little bit. finishing up with a aura fluff. Now you're nice and ready to go for this Leo season. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I will see you guys in our next one. Goodbye everyone.